What's up, everyone? My name is Alan, founder and consultant at For Now Marketing, and welcome to Braze for Technical Marketers. In our video today, we are going to test the trigger change custom attribute value. We're going to try a few different cases and see what happens. Let's get started. So I am going to borrow the previous campaign that we created for welcome email first name, and I'm going to make some changes to it so that the change in custom attribute value can be reflected. So what we're going to do is simply add a welcome first name, and then the personalization, the custom attribute personalization that we'll be using is this tier, custom attribute membership tier. And just to test it real quick, that way what the user will see in their email will look something like this. It'll say silver, or it'll say gold, or any other tier that we decide to give this user. So I'm going to, and it'll also have our first name in it too. So I'm going to go ahead and update this campaign, and we are now ready to start testing. So here we have our team email address, team inbox open again. So any Braze email should be landing here. And what we're going to do is we are going to go back to the webhook template that we created to easily change the values of the custom attribute on our user profile. So what I can do is I am going to create another new profile. And actually, before we do that, I want to make sure that this profile doesn't already exist. But last time we used Alan 4. So Alan 5 should not exist quite yet. So that is good to go, good to go, good to use. So Alan 5, team, first name. And then we also want to add membership tier. And we'll set it to silver. So the Braze documentation does say that the custom attribute value change trigger also applies for new users created. So this is the scenario that we're testing right now. If we create a brand new user, will the email trigger? First of all, let's start out with that one. Oh, it looks like we had some errors in our testing. I had a dangling comma. So if I get rid of that, so that should have created a new profile. If I look up Alan 5, if I give it a minute and refresh, Alan 5 is now created with membership tier custom attribute. And did I receive a new email? It looks like I did with the silver tier that I gave myself. So what we're going to do now is, actually, I just realized that we forgot to change the trigger for this email for the welcome email first name. It's still set to add an email address, and that is why I received the email. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to retest that, but we're going to set the trigger to change custom attribute value of membership tier to any new value. So let's try that one more time. I'm going to update this campaign, and we'll probably want to create Alan 6, so we can go ahead and do that together. So the exact same process, but I'm going to create Alan 6. And by the way, for those who might be wondering, what exactly is happening here? What are you doing? What is this jumble of code script that you're using to create profiles? We will have a whole playlist dedicated to Braze APIs and webhooks and how they work. So keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and create that new test profile. We should have created Alan 6 just now. It usually takes a few seconds. And then if we receive another email, that means our change custom attribute value did work for new users created. And it looks like we got a new email, and that must have been sent from the change in custom attribute silver. So the next thing I want to test is this is a change in custom attribute after all. So what happens if I reapply this same webhook, but change the membership tier to gold? We gave this member a promotion to gold. So let's actually, to the same user, change their profile and confirming it is to Alan 6, change their profile custom attribute, see what happens. We should be getting another email, but with the gold information this time. We'll give it a minute. And it took some time, but we did get the email, and it says tier gold. Awesome. So changing custom attribute definitely works. That is the most expected default case, and I'm glad that worked. Now the case that I am curious about for our last case is what we're going to do is we are going to create a new profile without this membership tier. So this user is not going to have the custom attribute that we're testing with. And I want to see what happens when we add a new custom attribute to an existing profile. Will that still trigger the change custom attribute trigger? So we have a new profile, no custom attributes, and I should not have gotten any email quite yet. And we'll actually log a different custom attribute to make sure to distinguish. Now, to this already existing user profile, Alan7, I am going to log the custom attribute membership tier. And for our last test, let's give them a crazy tier of diamond. So if I go ahead and test this, now when I log this, this is the same as me sending the action of changing custom attribute to the user profile. Will change custom attribute to an existing user profile still fire that trigger? That case was not explicitly listed in these important section in the docs. So let's see what happens. First, I'm going to refresh to see. So membership tier did get added. And now we wait patiently. And actually, it looks like we did get an email. So it looks like a net new custom attribute will actually trigger that action-based delivery as well. So glad we tested that on camera. That's captured live, and hopefully that was helpful for anyone who was curious about all the different situations, scenarios of change custom attribute value trigger. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.